Happy May 4th, everyone.
Don't expect much, but I'm going to show my small Star Wars collection. If you like that kind of thing, stick around. Excuse my janky setup. I just wanted to show some of my smaller items in my collection, and I figured I could just point straight down at my desk here. Here is my first and one of my favorites. It is a resin stormtrooper helmet with a skull design inside of it. And not only is it a skull design, but it glows in the dark, which is fun. I'll show a picture of it in a dark room, and it'll glow in the dark there. But this is by an artist you can follow on Instagram named Jonathan Dubose. I believe I bought this for about $30. It may have been on sale. But, I mean, he just makes these cool little resin toys and figures. They're truly worth it. I've had this on my desk. I look at it all the time. It's neat. I have Battlefront 1, the case. I just realized just now. No game. But I got the original Xbox Battlefront box. Here's Star Wars Battlefront 2. Looks like GameStop sold it to me for $18 used, which I don't know. If I had to guess, it's probably way more than it now than it was then. So, you know, we got some value on that. Okay, this is funny. I have Star Wars Battlefront 1 inside of my Star Wars Battlefront 2 case. Well, you know, I didn't look through these before recording, so we're getting some surprises here. So this is the EA's Star Wars Battlefront. I enjoyed it. It wasn't as good, but it was fun. It was cool to watch you know, graphically it was amazing. I'll say that. Here's some games I have that aren't in the case. The original Lego Star Wars. So this is the inception to all those crazy Lego spin-offs that made a bajillion dollars. And if you can't tell here, there's Jedi Knight Academy, where you can make your own Jedi. Great games. Star Wars Rogue Squadron. So here we go. Classic. What can I say about this game? I never got very far into it. Flying on N64 is enjoyable, but a little bit repetitive. It's kind of slow. You know, the thing about flying games they don't tell you about is like the maps are so huge, so you have space to fly around, but it also ends up you just kind of floating around for a bit. So that was a pain in the butt. But here's another. I'd argue one of the most iconic Star Wars video games. Here we are. Star Wars Shadow of the Empire, and in very good condition. I bought this maybe a year ago, and I bought this in pretty good condition as a collectible item. So I spent a little bit of money on this, but you know, it's one of the best Star Wars games in my opinion. And you know, I love the N64, so there you go. I've never heard of this game, never heard anyone play this game. This might be a, you know, kind of diamond in the rough. If I get it to focus. Star Wars Flight of the Falcon. Yeah, I think I got this game in like a plastic bin at a used video game store for $2. There was a bunch of them. I just picked one that looked like it wasn't broken. I have no chance of knowing that because I haven't played it yet. I'm currently waiting on an order for an SP charging cables because I really want to play it on the SP. But maybe I'll make a video about that. You know, as a kind of a potential diamond in the rough. This game. Okay, I think this is my last video game, which is kind of a lie because it's a lot of video games. But when I saw this on Amazon, I immediately bought it. This is Star Wars Heritage Pack, 7 classic games. Now, it's kind of an awkward angle here, guys, but if you can see it, there is some real heavy hitters here. Star Wars Pod Racer. Here, Star Wars Pod Racer. I have this for the N64 as well, but I figured it'd be redundant if I brought this out, so I got this game right here. You know, Star Wars Republic Commando, which I played a bunch of on this game, on this specific cartridge. Never had played it before. It is fun. A little annoying at times, I will say, but fun. And I mean, it doesn't need to be said, Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2, S tier Star Wars games. Amazing writing and just one of the best RPGs of its time. What else we got here? So Jedi Knight Academy. So that's the one I had earlier in disc form. And then we got Jedi Knight Outcast. Is that right? Yep. Or Jedi Outcast. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast. That's a long name there. And then Force Unleashed, which, you know, I never gave a fair shake as a kid. I played it for a very short time. I think I borrowed it from somebody or rented it. And I just couldn't get into it. I don't know why. I'm not sure what happened there. I never really got into it. But no, I am excited to kind of crack that open eventually and play through that. I know the second one is also supposed to be good. One last thing. This is a Lego piece that I did. Oh, almost broke it on the way to the desk here. Okay, so this is a little controversial. Some people might not like the Disney Star Wars, and that's fine. I'm not a huge fan of Disney Star Wars, but I did like the Mandalorian enough to build his helmet. I think this was a gift, so I built his helmet, and I like the way these are made. These are kind of built. I wouldn't mind collecting these helmets. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Quick, jam their comlinks center switch. 40-year anniversary, Return of the Jedi. Alright, it's a little bit dusty. It's been on top of a shelf. So my cat can't get to it, but I mean, this is just a cool looking Lego set. The dustiest Lego set of all time. Oh my gosh. Got the green lightsaber. Also, another thing I almost forgot. I got a bunch of Star Wars books. I inherited most of these. I think all of these. Actually, no. I bought this one. But I have a confession. Never read any of them. Jedi Apprentice, The Dark Rival. I mean, the cover art of all these books are just fantastic. Star Wars Episode 1 Journal, Darth Maul. Jedi Apprentice, The Rising Force. Crazy. Jedi Quest, The Trail of the Jedi. And this one is Young Jedi Knights, Jedi Shadow. This is some old canon. Cool stuff. This one's interesting. Star Wars Galaxies, The Ruins of Dantooine. Look at that. It's just from the old MMO. Classic, by the way, that MMO. Star Wars Boba Fett. Sick. If you haven't noticed, these are like these artistic kind of representations of each of the original trilogy movies. You got Tatooine, you got Bespin, and you got what is that, Endor or Yavin? I can't remember. There might be a couple things I forgot, but that's pretty much my collection of Star Wars stuff. I love Star Wars, grew up with it, and today's May the 4th, so I figured I'd get in on the Star Wars fun. This isn't what I usually make. I usually make, a little bit more scripted stuff, but I figured this would be kind of a fun video. Let me know what you guys think about it. If you're new, sub, like, And that's about it. Bye, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video. Because now you must die.